Hello, and welcome back to another title charge video. Today I'm going to be talking about Sheffield Wednesday and the position that they currently find themselves in. This is a club that was founded in 1867 and was founded by members of the Wednesday Cricket Club. It is the 5th oldest professional football club in England, and it's a club that have played at their ground Hillsborough since 1899, having won 4 Division 1 titles, 3 FA Cup titles, and 1 Football League Cup title. So let's talk a little bit more about why they're in the position they are now. First, let's go back to Friday the 12th of May, where they lost 4-0 to Peterborough in the first leg of the playoff semi-final. Not even a week later, in the return fixture, they scored an 112th minute goal to make it 5-1 in extra time and take it to penalties. They then won that game on penalties. One of the most incredible comebacks in football, I'm sure we can all agree. Then came the playoff final on the 29th of May against Yorkshire rivals Barnsley. The final showed little in terms of goals. That was until the 123rd minute when Josh Windass popped up to score the winning header for Sheffield Wednesday. Now let's go a little bit more in depth about what followed that. The week after the playoff final, the head of recruitment at the club, David Downs, left to personal related issues, just days before the transfer window opened. An important time for a newly promoted side. His role would not be replaced for over a month. Season tickets were then to go on sale at the cheapest price, of £565. That's the most expensive season ticket in the Championship by a mile. Sheffield Wednesday were led through promotion by manager Darren Moore, who started his managing career at West Brom in the Premier League, having played for them as a player. He then moved on to Doncaster Rovers and then Sheffield Wednesday. Only 3 weeks after getting promoted to the Championship, Darren Moore leaves the club. Chansiri, the Sheffield Wednesday owner, claimed it was because while negotiating a new contract, Moore was asking for 4 times the amount in his existing contract. He also said that reports that stated he and Darren had fallen out over a transfer budget were false. Darren Moore is now managing at my club Huddersfield. We actually play Sheffield Wednesday this weekend, and I'm secretly hoping that they continue their bad form and we can get the return to Hillsborough that Darren Moore wants. Even with Darren Moore leaving the club, Chansiri still had high expectations for the season. He said the minimum they were expecting was playoffs. He said if we don't try, then what's the point in being in the Championship? Spoke too soon there, mate. Season tickets then went back on sale at a price even higher than before, at an insane cheapest price of £595. Just over 2 weeks later, a new manager was announced, Xisco Munoz, the ex-Watford manager. After leaving Vicarage Road, he went to the Liga 2 side, SD Huesca, where he was sacked after less than 12 months, after only winning 9 of 30 games in charge. He then moved on to a Northosis in Cyprus, where he was then sacked after only 4 months in charge. 2 weeks before the start of the season, and Sheffield Wednesday had only made 1 signing, leaving only 16 players on their books. They then finally put someone in charge of recruitment, Dean Hughes. They then went on to sign 6 new players before the season started. Darren Moore, in an interview, stated that his departure was due to mixed views on the plans ahead for the club, rather than his salary. Chansiri then fired back saying that was totally false, and it was about the money. Sheffield Wednesday currently sit bottom of the Championship with only 2 points from 10 games, with their only points being against Leeds and Middlesbrough. The game against Middlesbrough was actually temporarily stopped due to tennis balls being thrown onto the pitch. Tennis in a library. Sorry. This was the start of the fans' protest to get Chansiri out of their club. His name is now sung around the ground on match day. Dejan Chansiri, get out of our club. Chansiri went on to release another statement saying that he wouldn't be putting any more money into the club as he was unhappy with the way he was being treated. You fucking wet wipe. He said that he was the one that saved the club, he was the one that had spent money for the club, and he's the one that has to pay $2 million every month. Duh, you're in a football club, pal. He then said that some fans need to pay more respect to owners of clubs, and to not be so selfish, thinking of their own benefit rather than doing anything good for the club. Did you have the same thinking when you made the fans pay 600 quid for a season ticket? Prick. He finished by saying that fans that create trouble for the club and himself, and believe they are the real owners of the club, need to take responsibility for the financial matters of the football club. This is the worst start to a Championship season any club has ever had, ever. Ever. So obviously, something needs to change. Chansiri, quite honestly and simply, just needs to fuck off. You cannot have that attitude when owning a football club. It's simply not good enough. That's not good enough, is it? And you should never be allowed to own a football club ever again. Next, it's time to get rid of the manager. He clearly doesn't have the right style of play or tactics for both the club, the team, and the league. So again, simple as, bye-bye. Hopefully, having found a new buyer for the club and therefore a new owner, they can then start to rebuild. This will start with getting in a new coach who will know the league well. It will then include having a good January transfer window, focusing on bringing in players that have championship experience, as long as they stay below Huddersfield, that is. And therefore having the great following and support that Sheffield Wednesday get week in, week out, being able to fully support their team rather than having to worry about protesting against their owner. I genuinely hope that they can turn this around and get back to the club that they used to be. Maybe just wait until Huddersfield have got 3 points against you at the weekend. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please remember to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you next time. Bye bye. Bye.